achieving the highest ever sales in 2023 and investing 200 crore rupees in 2024 for new product lineup and expansions, the brand's first launch for Indian customers is India's best-selling 3-row luxury SUV with GLS. Priced at 1.32 crore rupees ex-showroom for the 3-litre petrol variant and 1.37 crore rupees ex-showroom for the 3-litre diesel, this facelifted model now offers service packages starting from 85,000 rupees. The GLS gets a more muscular look, most notably at the front with a large grille and 4 horizontal slats. The headlights also have a new LED pattern and the front bumper is slightly reprofiled with new air inlet designs and gloss black surrounds. The rear bumper and taillight insignia have been altered, leading to a more dynamic and contemporary design. The cabin gets the latest MBUX system with off-road screens as new additions and is also equipped with ADAS functions. The SUV sits on 21-inch alloys as before. On the sidelines of the launch, I caught up with Santosh Iyer, MD and CEO Mercedes-Benz India, to know about the secret of the brand's great sales numbers. Mercedes-Benz celebrates 3 decades in India, and in those 3 decades, they have brought in sub-brands like AMG, Maybach as well as EQ. 15 years out of those 30 years, Santosh Iyer has been part of that brand, and the last year he has been the chief of the brand in India as well. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Sohini. Thanks a lot for joining
us. And I have to ask you, what is the secret to the volumes that you're generating in the premium space right now?
I think it's just the love for our customers towards the 3-pointed star. It's a lot of desirability for the brand. Over the last 15 years, we have worked a lot to get the right products to the market, be it the long wheelbase E-Class, bring down the cost of ownership for the car by ensuring better residual values, lower cost of service. Also, we never shied away to bring the latest. We were the first to get a BS6 certified car as early as 2018 when the regulations were in 2020, or launched the new EQS, the first locally assembled EV in India. So I think we have been listening to the market, ensuring what the customer wants, and the love and affection is returned back on us. And of course, there is strong products like the Maybach, you have the S-Class, you have the GLS. These are very strong products, and today it meets a lot of customer expectations for this market. There is a lot of work that we also do on post-sales. We have a dedicated team to take care of top-end vehicle customers. We are still working on it to make it more stronger and robust. A lot of CRM activities, a lot of exclusive events. We tied up with the Neeta Mukesh Ambani Cultural Center in Bombay, exclusive show. So I think we are continuously setting new benchmarks, and that helps to grow this segment, because it's not about car ownership, it's also about experiences. So our customers also want to see what kind of experiences they can get from the brand, and I think we are doing utmost to take care of those expectations.
I believe there are a couple of facelifts expected this year, but of course the long wheelbase E-Class that you touched upon, what can you tell us about it?
So we have already said that this year we will launch 12 plus cars, out of which 50% of them will be in the top-end vehicle. We have also said 3 new EVs. Of course, the long wheelbase E-Class successor to the current one may also come by end of the year, but it is too late right now to come in. The car, again, today social media, everybody has seen the pictures and they have seen it's another benchmark product as such. But I think there is still time for that, and it will only come, if we are lucky, by end of the year.
Okay, and let's talk about the sub-brands AMG, EQ, Maybach. I do believe that a Maybach EQS might also be on the cards. Would that be localized?
The good part of working for brand Mercedes-Benz is you have a lot of options. And globally our teams back in RD design, they have come up with a huge range. We have to see what's relevant for India, what makes sense. And of course, we are very much focused on the top end of the segment, be it EVs, be it combustion engines. So we are definitely looking at all possibilities. And over a period of time, we will share more details.
We've also had a look at the EQG concept that was showcased globally. Is that something that we can expect to have a look at in India sometime this year?
See, we got the Vision Maybach to Bombay. That has created huge interest among fans, among people going to there to click pictures. And we are planning similarly more cars. Now, and these cars are also in high demand worldwide. Every market wants to have a piece of these cars, but we try our best to see what more exciting products like the Vision Maybach we are able to get here.
And we're just days away from the budget as well. What are your expectations?
I think our expectation is more towards the state governments, because there are many states in India which still don't have uniform road tax on EVs, for example. It's a collective responsibility to drive EV penetration. So we are still working with many state governments, trying to tell them to get the road tax to 0% level so that faster adoption of EVs can happen. From the center, I think policy continuity is key, and this would be an election year, so not much of changes is what we expect on policy side.
Okay, and globally, the brand Mercedes-Benz as a brand plans to launch only EVs, say from 2025 or 2026, maybe a longer time for India. But where do you see the EV infrastructure, the charging infrastructure in India per se right now? And also, how do you plan to increase your customer base in the EV space?
So for Mercedes-Benz, we say there is no luxury without sustainability. So it's not an option. We have to go all in on EVs. We are committed worldwide. Having said that, we have also said we will go 100% on EVs in markets where conditions allow.
Yeah.
Now India, you can say maybe a bit, take a bit more time. I think the government, the stakeholders are all committed to it, but it may take a bit more time in terms of adoption. When it comes to charging network, on one side we can say, somebody has to do it. But we have taken the lead. Today we have the largest charging network in India. We have also installed superchargers in many of the locations for fast charging. We will continue to partner with certain other companies as well to increase the charging infrastructure. And again, here I say it's a collective responsibility. Brands like us, also the ecosystem, I'm also happy that other players in the premium and luxury space are also investing in chargers, which actually, and they are all opening up. We also have opened up our charging network to all EV cars as such. So I think this will grow. Of course, it's always argued what comes first, but they both will coexist. The demand is slowly going up for EVs. More than charging, I think the customers have a lot of other misconceptions with EVs. Whether the battery will drain out like a mobile phone, whether I get a better resale value on this car, is it really sustainable?
Valid,
so I think a lot of, valid, but it's not true. I can park my EV for a month and the battery range doesn't drop.
Yeah.
And similarly, a battery doesn't drain in cities. As like a combustion engine where you are in a traffic jam, actually your consumption will go down. It's the other way around for EVs. So a lot of education is required, and that's again our responsibility to ensure that if you want to shift to sustainability, we need to educate customers, tell them residual value. We are now come up with a residual value guarantee similar to a combustion engine. So if we say if you buy an EV, you will get the same resale price at the end of 3-5 years as a combustion. So these things I think will go a long way in mitigating, but it's a long journey. I keep saying transition to EV is a marathon and not a sprint, and we need to be aware of this fact.
So how do you plan to rope in new customers into the EQ brand?
Firstly, the young customers all want to be sustainable. The good part is thanks to the Honorable Gadkari ji, you have the green number plate in India. So everybody loves it because today you can have a Mercedes-Benz and a Mercedes-Benz with a green number plate, and a green number plate gives you that extra responsible feeling. So many of them who want to drop their kids to school, they want to have a green number plate, luxury car as a Mercedes-Benz or not. And so these are small things which are transitioning, but our responsibility is education. So we are running driver training programs every day in our workshop. So we have, on a month, we have 15,000 customers visiting our workshops with their drivers. We are doing trainings because drivers are the first point where they are getting anxious. When I got my EV, my driver used to run every day evening to find a charger. I said, why? It is showing 400 kilometers. But it goes back with the mobile phone theory. The moment you get a juice charge, you want to charge it. So it's a habit. It takes time, but we are confident we will get there as any part of the world.
All right. Good luck with the end.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.